There are some really silly and even dangerous pieces of advice about how to make your period come faster on the internet. So this video is going to be busting all the myths and then telling you how you can have the most regular period possible. Some of the videos that exist on YouTube and have like millions of views are so incorrect when it comes to the advice that they give about how to make your period come faster, and it just gets me so angry and riled up. So we're gonna react to some of those videos and I'm gonna tell you what's true and what's not true. My name's Demi. I'm a menstrual health educator, meaning that I founded my business and my sole job is to teach people about periods and hormones. A lot of the very false information that exists on YouTube and on the internet all kind of comes down to a really basic misunderstanding of how periods work and how the timing of periods work. So I'm going to teach you first about how the timing of periods work, what influences when you get your period. Ovulation is something that happens once every menstrual cycle, and it's when one of your ovaries inside your internal reproductive system releases an egg. And it does this only once every menstrual cycle, and it does this about 2 weeks. It can be 11 to 18 days, but more often it's closer to 2 weeks before your next period. And that's the same for people who have a 28-day cycle. It's also the same for people whose periods don't come for 3 months or 6 months or even a year. In all of those situations, ovulation still happens around 2 weeks before you get your next period. And so the timing of ovulation will dictate the timing of your period. So if ovulation happens earlier, you usually get your period earlier. And if ovulation happens later, you usually get your period later. So that means if ovulation comes on time, you should have a period that comes on time. So when we're looking at how to have a period that comes on time, what we're really looking at is how do we make ovulation happen on time? Here's the thing, once ovulation has happened, your period is coming. There's nothing you can do to stop it. On the flip side, if we haven't ovulated yet, there's also nothing we can do to make our period come immediately if ovulation hasn't happened yet, because we need ovulation to happen and then we need to wait 2 weeks for our period. It is possible for us to bleed if ovulation doesn't happen. But these bleeds are not true menstrual periods. Not every time we bleed is a true menstrual period. We can bleed for other reasons like infection, hormone imbalance, health conditions. In today's video, I'll only be giving advice on how to have a regular menstrual bleed. I won't be telling you how to bring on a non-menstrual bleed. Telling you how to have a non-menstrual bleed can be really dangerous because usually these bleeds are a sign that something isn't quite right. So rather than introducing the rest of the video as tips to help make your period come faster, I'm introducing the rest of this video as how to help ovulation happen on time so that you can have a regular period that is as close to a 28-day cycle as possible. And I'm going to be going through some tips and some myths. So to do the first 3 tips or myths, I'm actually gonna bring in my mum because I love my mum, and we're gonna play a game and she's gonna guess whether they're tips or myths or not. I'm here with my mum. I brought her to help me debunk some myths or truths about making your period come faster from someone who, I guess, doesn't do period stuff for a living.
So my name's Vicky and I am Demi's mum.
Yay! She's also a fantastic hairdresser and you can follow her on Instagram on Freedom Hair Artistry. There you go, I gave you a little plug. That's really why you came over.
Thanks,
we're gonna watch some videos. At the end of the video, I want you to tell me whether it's true or if it's a myth. Cool?
Cool.
Cool. And I have 3 presents. So there's 3 things we're gonna watch. If you get them right, you get one of these presents and we'll open them at the end. And if you get them wrong, I get the present. Cool?
That's cool.
All right, let's go. First one.
This one actually is quite literally scientifically proven, and it's to reduce stress, because we know from tons of research that high amounts of stress can actually affect your period, and they can cause it to come late, or they can even stop your period.
Okay, so do you think that one's true or false? Can stress make your period come later?
I think that's true. Yeah.
Yay! Ding, ding, ding. So you get one of these. This one is true because stress can delay ovulation, which then in turn delays your period. So if we reduce our stress before ovulation, reducing our stress can help ovulation happen on time. Your period comes about 2 weeks after ovulation. If ovulation has already happened, your period's gonna come. Like, you can't stop it, it's gonna come.
Yeah.
So more so reducing stress before ovulation can help your period come hopefully on time.
Perfect.
Cool, all right, next one.
Andy, what does the orange do for you?
So, oranges have vitamin C.
Okay.
So, a hormone called progesterone,
Okay.
which makes your uterine walls thicken.
Ooh.
But these actually reduce the level of progesterone in your body, which makes your uterine levels really thin and like prepped and ready to exit your body. So this could like kickstart the uterine shedding.
Okay.
Okay, that's pretty much it. So do you think that's true or false that eating mandarins or oranges can make your period come faster?
Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's false, it's so stupid. But the reason they gave was also really not correct as well.
They were saying about the progesterone. Like, how can a mandarin or an orange change that?
Yeah, you know what? Vitamin C actually helps boost progesterone, not minimize it. So I thought it was really funny. So you get another gift. There you go. Yay, you have 2 out of 3 gifts now. So vitamin C can actually increase your progesterone levels. We want our progesterone levels to be good and healthy. Without good, healthy progesterone levels, we'll have horrible periods, horrible PMS symptoms. Your period will be all over the place, and eating an orange is not going to reduce your progesterone. And even if it did reduce your progesterone, after ovulation, low progesterone is really problematic. It could make your period come faster. However, like, that would be really problematic, and we don't want that. We want good, healthy progesterone levels, full stop. Okay, next one.
So this next one is kind of a cool phenomenon called menstrual synchrony, and it's when you hang out with other women and you guys have periods at the same time, because your bodies kind of naturally and instinctually sync up with each other.
Okay, do you feel like that's ever happened to you?
No, I know it's been a thing that people say, but in my mind I could never work out how that could actually happen, because it's happening within your own body.
So true or false then?
False.
False! Mom got 3 for 3! You got the 3
Yay.
gifts! So before you open them, I'll explain. The timing of ovulation and the timing of our period isn't influenced by who we hang around. Ovulation is going to happen according to your hormones that are produced from your brain and your ovaries, and so hanging around with someone isn't going to influence those hormones that tell your period to start and stop until ovulation to happen. So I think if you hang around with someone like long enough, of course, by chance and coincidence, you'll be on your period at the same time.
Correct.
But it's not because we've been spending a million like hours together and that's made our uteruses start to talk to each other. All right, let's open your presents then.
Well, this is a cute little pouch.
Open it.
Oh, isn't this beautiful? Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous.
Put it on. And then you can adjust it so that it fits you.
Oh, thanks, Jam.
Okay, open the next one. There you go. So this is actually your present for Mother's Day, because Anna Louisa are having a Mother's Day sale. So happy early Mother's Day.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Anna Louisa are my favorite. Like, this is Anna Louisa.
Oh, they're
are
gorgeous. I always love those.
They're my favorite.
They always look amazing.
So this one's a necklace, and I thought that you could layer it with the necklace that you always wear all the time. There you go.
Oh, that's so
Pretty. It looks so good layered with that one. Yeah, they look nice. And so they sit at different points. Okay, last one.
Anal vas.
This one's my favorite.
Is that?
Yeah, you'll see why. It's for me! It's a bracelet that matches hers so we can have matching ones. That's why it's my favorite. Yay, so now we're matching. So happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Love you. Thanks for being in my video. I'm obsessed with Ana Luisa. I wear their pieces every day, so I thought it was the absolute perfect thing to get my mum for Mother's Day. The prices are so fair. They start from $39 and the pieces are 14 karat gold. I've never had to clean mine and they still look so shiny. The company also really values sustainability, they're carbon neutral, and they make small batches, which I love. If you're wanting to get your mum some gorgeous jewelry, Ana Luisa are having a 15% off Mother's Day sale. I'll leave the link below for that. It ends on the 5th of May in the US or the 3rd of May internationally. Okay, I'm back. Thanks me and mum from the other day. Let's do the 4th tip or myth, which is to heat up the body to bring on your period. Oh my gosh, don't do this. Oh my gosh, vomit. I've heard people say on the internet that heating up the body will make ovulation happen faster. Guys, ovulation happens because of a balance of hormones and a shift in hormones that happens in your body with what your brain produces and what your ovaries produce. It's not got to do with the heat outside your body. And even if it did, let's just say heating up the body made ovulation happen sooner, well, we still have 2 weeks or 11 to 18 days between ovulation and your next period. So it's going to take about 2 weeks between ovulation and your next period anyway. So even if you did heat up the body and that made ovulation happen, you're still gonna have to wait 2 weeks for your period. This is silly, don't do it. Okay, tip or myth number 5 is drinking ginger tea. Now, I love ginger tea made out of fresh ginger, but this one is a myth when it comes to making your period come faster. There is no proof, there's no scientific evidence to show that ginger makes your period come faster. However, if you enjoy ginger tea, drink it. It's also has been shown to be able to help with period cramps and it can be anti-inflammatory. Okay, number 6 is drinking pineapple juice. No, I'm not even gonna go into this one. Enjoy pineapple juice if you want to, but you don't need to drink pineapple juice to make your period come faster. Number 7 is going on birth control. Okay, I know this is a myth. I know we've done a few myths in a row. Okay, whew. When people say that birth control will regulate your period, this is the biggest lie we've been told. So basically on hormonal birth control, the menstrual cycle is kind of switched off, put on pause completely. Say you're on the pill is the most commonly prescribed. You've got a packet of hormone pills and then you'll have a week of non-hormone pills. They're sugar pills, there's nothing in them. You may as well be taking nothing on those days, but you keep taking them so you don't break the habit. When you're taking those non-hormone pills, your body has a withdrawal bleed. It's a withdrawal from weeks of taking hormone pills and then all of a sudden you're not taking hormone pills and your body bleeds. When you're on hormonal birth control, you can control when you bleed and when you don't bleed. That part is true. However, this is not a true menstrual period. The definition of a true menstrual period is that it's a bleed that happens 2 weeks-ish after ovulation. On hormonal birth control, we do not ovulate. So the bleed on hormonal birth control is a withdrawal bleed, not a true menstrual period. Now, it might feel the same, it might come along with the same symptoms and still make you tired and be unpleasant, and I'm not invalidating that experience at all. But when it comes to saying that going on hormonal birth control will regulate your period and your hormones, that is a total, complete myth. And it also comes along with a lot of side effects. So the decision to take a daily drug with a lot of risks shouldn't be taken lightly. And there are also so many other things you can do to make ovulation happen regularly, to get a regular period, other than take a daily drug that doesn't actually help the root cause. So if someone's weighed the pros and cons and understands the drug, cool, go ahead and use it if you've decided that's right for you. I hate when people are told that the birth control pill will regulate their period and hormones and cure their problems when it doesn't cure anything. Okay, rant over. Let's go on to the next thing. What am I up to? 7. Did I just do something? No, it's number 8. Number 8, and that is going and seeing a menstrual health specialist. This is a total tip. Yay, we finally got to a tip. Most doctors don't get very much training when it comes to the menstrual cycle and hormones. They're not specialists in the area, and that's okay, they don't have to be. However, when it comes to having a period that comes on time, they don't really know much about how to help us with that. And we can't expect them to either. But what that means is that in order to get the best help for our period, the best help for having a regular period, we need to connect with a menstrual health specialist. And I've got a list of specialists I recommend on my Instagram. So here's my Instagram. I put this list up in posts all the time. So here's a specific post. I'll link that post in the description in case you wanted to like find a specialist from that list. They've all got so much experience in helping people have regular periods. And that's what you want. People who do it all day, every day. Number 9 is to change your diet. Now, this is a tip and a myth, I guess. There are certain things you can do with diet that will help ovulation happen on time and help you have a regular period. There's also things that won't really make a difference at all. Diet and nutrition is so specific to every person, and what every body needs is different. But the principle of feeding your body well, giving it good nutrition, is a good idea for good ovulation across the board. An example of this is including more omega-3s in your diet. Omega-3 fats can actually help the production of healthy hormones. So omega-3 fats come in foods like hemp seeds, chia seeds, walnuts, fatty fish. Another example of using nutrition to ovulate on time would be a PCOS specific diet. So someone who has PCOS, usually they ovulate irregularly. Due to a hormone imbalance, that can oftentimes be connected with insulin resistance. So if someone with PCOS was to use their nutrition to strategically balance their blood sugar levels and help with insulin resistance, then this can help them ovulate on time. So this is one really great example of how nutrition can be used specifically for the individual to help them ovulate on time. If you connect with a women's health specialist, they can even help you to tailor your nutrition to cater for whatever the reason is that you're not ovulating on time. The next thing, number 10, is either stop over-exercising or stop under-eating, and that can make your period come faster. This one is actually a total tip. If we are over-exercising more than what is ideal for our body, or if we're under eating and we're not giving our body enough nutrients and energy, then both of these things can delay ovulation, delay our period, or even stop our period completely. If we're expending energy, we need to replace it. And so if we're doing really intense workouts twice a day, every day, and not fueling our body with good nutrition, then our body's not going to have what it needs to make a period happen. And if our body is short on energy and nutrients, it will allocate the energy and nutrients it does have to other processes that are more important for us staying alive. And a period is not so important for us to stay alive. Like, we can stay alive without a period. And so the body goes, okay, we don't need to put that energy and that nutrition and these resources to our period. We're gonna put it somewhere else. Make sure that you are moving your body, but not too intense for you. And make sure that you're fueling your body with good food and enough food. Okay, the next thing, number 11, is stop smoking. It's a tip. So if someone's a smoker, this can impact ovulation. So stopping smoking can potentially help ovulation to happen more regularly. Okay, and the final thing is Chinese herbs and herbs in general. Herbs that could make ovulation happen faster or bring on a bleed. Now, this is a tip, but it's a cautious tip. Herbs can be really powerful in helping to support our hormones and our menstrual cycle in general. However, because they're powerful, they shouldn't be messed around with. And I'm not even gonna mention the names because I don't think we should be going and just grabbing them and using them blindly. Other videos I've watched on YouTube say, use this herb, take this herb. Don't do that without the guidance of a medical practitioner. It can actually bring on a non-period bleed if you're using them incorrectly and in the wrong doses. It can make your body bleed because of the interactions it has with your brain and with your reproductive system. Please use them under the guidance of a medical practitioner. You can find like a Chinese medicine doctor or a homeopath or a naturopath who are all experienced in prescribing these things. Okay, that is the end of me busting some myths about how to make your period come faster. What are some of the myths or strange things that you've heard people say will make your period come faster? Don't get all your health information from the internet. If you hear something that I say and you're like, oh, that sounds cool, I might want to try that, go do your own research on that as well, because the internet shouldn't be your like only source of health information. Remember, the Ana Luisa Mother's Day sale is happening. I'll leave the link for that below. That's the end of this video. I will see you in my next one.